And we back. Now today's video we're doing the Wheel of Rebuilds, always some of my favorite videos to make, and it was heavily requested on Twitter. If you don't follow me on Twitter, you sleeping, the KLT for a Q. Now the way this works, we have three different wheels. The first wheel has all the teams in the NBA. The second wheel has all the positions of basketball, and the third wheel has bench/starters. We're gonna spin all three wheels. And for example, if we get Lakers, small forward, starter, LeBron James goes into our team, and we're going to orchestrate a 13-man team. We're going to put into 2K, and we're going to try to rebuild that team in one single season. I made it a little bit more difficult, though. There is a 60% chance we get a bench player and a 40% chance we get a starter because it is a rebuilding challenge, and I don't want everybody on my team to be a starter quality player. Let's get into the first official role. My main thing with this is that I've done this before in the past, and we struggle to get a star player. So I need a star to start off with. We're getting Clippers who don't necessarily have a star, but if we get like a Tobias Harris or a Gallinari, I'm decent. Point guard, and is it going to be a bench or a role player or a starter? And it's going to be the bench point guard for the Clippers. Now, they've been starting Shai Gilgeous-Alexander at the point guard, so that means that Patrick Beverley will be our pick. So I feel okay with Patrick Beverley. He's always going to have love in my heart, being we from the same place. Next, we got the Wizards. Okay, the Wizards obviously have two all-star caliber players. We'll take that. So we need point guard or shooting guard. Point guard or shooting guard. It is shooting guard. Okay, now this is the real moment of truth. Are we getting a starter or a bench player? Be starter. Be starter. Stop. Bradley Beal. Patrick Beverley and Bradley Beal. I take those two. Wheel row number 3. Not a bad start. Not a bad start at all, but I would love to just get that superstar. Bradley Beal is great and all. Yes. Okay, so we just need a starter because y'all know the Warriors, the whole starting 5 is a star. You know? So we just need a starter, baby. Just get us a starter, please. I don't care what the position is. Honestly, I don't really want power forward. No disrespect to Draymond, but center. And again, we're doing this as if there's no injury. So it could be Boogie or it could be Kevon Looney. So we're spinning it. Please. Please. Oh my God. It's going Kevon Looney. That's an L. I hate when I get my hopes all high. Rolling the Warriors is like perfect. But now we got the Jazz. Give me a Jazz center. Give me the Jazz starting center, baby. Or the Jazz starting shooting guard is good as well. So, is it going to be Donovan Mitchell? Boo! Donovan Mitchell, Bradley Beal, Pat Bear, and Kevon Looney. Now, I'm thinking about it already, how we're going to be doing trades. We don't need Bradley Beal and Donovan Mitchell, so one of them may get moved as we get the Knicks. I'll take the starting power forward for the Knicks. Again, no injury, so Kristaps will be that guy. Center. Now, the Knicks are in a weird position because right now they started Luke Kornet. They started Mitchell Robinson over Enes Kanter. So I think the guy that I have to go with is Mitchell Robinson and not Enes Kanter. I'd prefer to have Enes Kanter because he's going to have some more trade value. But I think it's going to have to be Mitchell Robinson. So we're 5 in. And I'm okay with our team so far. Next row will be the Bucks. There are a few players on the Bucks that I would love to have, honestly. Pretty much that whole starting 5 I'd love to have. Point guard. Let it be the starter, though, because the backup is, I guess, is not even Dellavedova no more, but we ain't got to worry about it because we got Eric Bledsoe. I would have loved to have Giannis there, but Eric Bledsoe is going to be all right, too. Next, my Bulls. All of our bench players are pretty much trash except for Bobby Portis. So I need a starter. I would love to start at power forward, but we at shooting guard. Again, there's a 60% chance we get a bench player and just a 10% chance, 40% chance we get the bench. The bench shooting guard is Antonio Blakeney. I don't want to talk about it. And honestly, I like Antonio Blakeney. Me and him share the same birthday. I think we have the same birth year, too. So we kind of like twins, you feel me? Pelicans. Oh, we're getting real interested. So Anthony Davis is technically the center. So that's what we need. But we're getting point guard. And realistically, Elfrid Payton or Tim Frazier, I don't like either one. So it don't even really matter. It will be Elfrid Payton. So we have 5 more roles. We still don't have a superstar. We got a couple very decent players, though, as we get the Nuggets. Come on, man. There's a center in Denver that I would love to have. But I'd also like to have the point guard. Come on. Come on, Jamal Murray, babe. It's not going to be Jamal Murray. It's going to be Monte Morris, which is still pretty decent. Monte Morris is having one of the best years. I mean, definitely the best year of his career because he's a second-year player. But I think he's leading the league in assist-to-turnover ratio, which means that the boy really turns the ball over. And at the point guard position, that's exactly what we love. So, Monte Morris, welcome. Unless we talking Isaiah Thomas. I guess I get to pick because both of them will be bench point guards. Honestly, Monte Morris, welcome to the team. No disrespect to IT, but I feel like Monte Morris may have a little bit more trade value for the future, all right? The Nets don't really have that one guy, but D'Angelo Russell's still young. D'Angelo Russell's still young, or Spencer Dinwiddie. This is a win-win situation because both players are very, very decent. Very, very decent for both players, and it's going to be Spencer Dinwiddie. Shout out to Spencer Dinwiddie. I've been a fan of Spencer Dinwiddie since he played for the G League team here in Chicago. I guess the D League team back in this time. So Spencer Dinwiddie, well, 3 rows left. And it is a rebuild challenge. So if we don't get a superstar, I'm cool with that as well because we can maybe trade for a superstar. We got some decent players with some good trade value. As we get small forward for the Kings, Iman Shumpert starts, but Bogdanovich comes off the bench. And honestly, this is a rare occasion when I'd rather have the bench player. So Bogdanovich, welcome to the squad. 2 left. I would like to end on a bang, but I'm okay if we don't. It's going to be the Bulls again. Okay. I love my team, but we ain't got no stars on it. Point guard, so it's going to be either Chris Dunn or Ryan Arcidiacono. Of course, I'd rather have Chris Dunn. And we'll get Chris Dunn. I'll take it. And the final spin is here. Bless us, Wheel Decider. Bless us with the Pelicans. All right, that's what I like to see. Next, we have shooting guard. If it's Drew Holiday, I'm okay. It's not a superstar, but Drew Holiday is definitely all-star quality, but it's not going to be shooting Drew Holiday. The backup shooting guard for the Pelicans. Honestly, off the top of my head, I don't even know. Ian Clark. That's an, yeah. All right, so here's the squad in 2K. We're very, very guard heavy. And we need to change that because our best center on the roster is, of course, Damian Jones. Now, when I was recording, I told y'all there was going to be Kevon Looney, but technically Kevon Looney is the power forward and Damian Jones is the center. So we got Damian Jones instead. Mitchell Robinson is there, Antonio Blakely, Ian Clark, and then we got these 2 players that don't matter because they're like G League 2A players. But here's the roster, man. We have to get a big man. We don't have it. And honestly, as much as I love Donovan Mitchell, I think I'm going to trade Donovan Mitchell for a big man. But maybe not because he's on that rookie contract, so he may not bring in good offers. How much money do we have as a team? Oh, we got $25 million in cap. So we actually, yeah, now that I'm thinking about it, we did get a lot of people on smaller deals. We don't have one bad contract on the roster, which is crazy. So, okay, we can do Donovan Mitchell in the first round pick and see what we end up getting from it. We need a big, though. Oh, my God. That's not a big, but, like, that's a big trade. We may do trade 16. Paul George. I'm liking what I'm seeing. Rudy Gobert is always going to be there. I don't want to give up Bogdanovich, though. The Paul George trade is probably the best bet. Paul George, welcome to the squad, baby. Yeah, we don't have a power forward. Literally don't have a power forward. But we have 5 point guards on the roster. So that's going to be the deal that's going to get us a power forward or a center. Which one of these guys has the most trade value? Maybe it's Chris Dunn, 24. Him and Elfrid Payton are the same age, which is weird. Because Elfrid Payton, it seems like he's been around for a long time. He's in his 5th year, right? 1, 2, 3, yeah. And then Chris Dunn is basically in his 3rd year. So, though they're the same age, it feels like he's been in the league a lot longer. Okay, so the same pick that we just got for Paul George, we're going to flip that and hopefully get a power forward or a center that can help. Bobby Portis is cool. I don't want Dwight Howard on the roster. He just never translated well in 2K. But he healed. But Bam Adebayo or John Collins is basically the trade we're going to have to do. And I think it's going to be Big Bam. I love having Bam on the roster. So we'll do Bam Adebayo to be that center. Yikes, man. Still too many point guards. I gotta find the next deal. How much money do we have in cap now after the Paul George trade? Because Paul George makes a lot of money after that extension. So we got less than $1 million. The next deal, honestly, I would be completely okay with Spencer Dinwiddie being our starting point guard. So we can trade Eric Bledsoe and the pick that we just got from the Heat. Just keep flipping these picks over and over and over. Did I mention this is a 1-year fantasy rebuild? Hopefully you got that just by the way this is going. For a power forward, man. Nico Mirotic. I don't know if Nico Mirotic is that trade. Trade Finder's not really. Oh, wow. Honestly, as a 1-year rebuild, Marc Gasol may be the deal, yo. If we're doing like a 3-year rebuild, Marc Gasol is not a guy I would trade for. But for 1 season, make Marc Gasol our power forward. Him and Bam Adebayo, I like it. Because Marc Gasol definitely has the ability to hit the shot. His open 3 is an 80. That mid-range is basically an 80 as well. So I like that. So Spencer Dinwiddie, Bradley Beal, Paul George, Marc Gasol, Bam Adebayo. Off the bench, Bogdanovich, Monte Morris. And we need to fill out our bench a little bit more. We don't need Elfrid Payton. A 2-point guard rotation is great. We need like a backup shooting guard. Yeah, let me finish up this rotation. I'm liking what we putting together, though. We're going to trade Elfrid Payton 2 seconds and Emil Jefferson for Dario Saric and CJ Williams. Obviously, we're just doing that to get Dario to come off our bench because we didn't have a bench power forward. But, like, I love what we got going on right now. We still not completely there, but I like it, and I like it a lot. So if you've been around the channel for a long time, you know the motto used to be trade and flip. We trade for a player, then we flip him from something else. I'm going to flip Dario, Marc Gasol for Kyle Lowry and Spicy P. Y'all know Spicy P is one of my favorite players in the league, so I had to pick him up. Kyle Lowry, Bradley Beal, Paul George, Spicy P, Bam Adebayo, Spencer Dinwiddie, Bogdanovich, Monte Morris, and then Damian Jones. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. Defensively, we're going to be incredible with Paul George, Kyle Lowry, Spicy P, and Bam Adebayo. The bench can still use a little bit of work, and maybe that's moving Monte Morris for a backup shooting guard or backup power forward now that we just traded Dario. But I think that trade improves us so much. John Collins, that's the last trade we're doing. Monte Morris, 2 seconds for John Collins. Completely done. That's it. That's all we really need. And I'm okay with not having a backup shooting guard because we got Bradley Beal. And then, of course, Paul George can play some shooting guard. Spencer Dinwiddie can play some shooting guard because he's 6'6". So, and then Bogdanovich can also play some. Why is his secondary position? I'm going to make his secondary position a shooting guard so he can also be a backup small forward shooting guard. And then we done. That's it. I think this team is good enough. I think this team is definitely good enough. I'm going to simulate to the end of the season. Hopefully our chemistry goes up from 1%. I'll be back in a minute. MVP went to Giannis. Here are all the awards. We traded Eric Bledsoe away, and he ended up winning 6th Man of the Year, so shout out to him for that. Buddy Hield, Most Improved, whatever. Do we have anybody from the Orlando Magic to make an All-NBA team? Paul George, baby. All-NBA 3rd team. He averaged 23, 7, and 5. That's what I'm talking about, PG. That's exactly what I needed. And, yeah, there's that. We ended up with the best record in the Eastern Conference because what you expect from us with the team that we put together. Close to the best record in the entire league. The Warriors had us beat out by 1 more win, and we lost the game right before the end of the season, and that would have put us over. But our win differential, our point differential, is 13.3, which is insane. But the Warriors still had a higher point differential than us, which is even more insane. So we're gonna see them. I'm almost positive we're gonna see them. We were actually better on the road than at home, which is also very weird because obviously it's usually the other way around. Now, player stats, we saw Paul George's. Bradley Beal also averages about 22. Kyle Lowry averages 18 and 9. Spencer Dinwiddie off our bench averages 13. I like our squad a lot, man. Corey Brewer. Why was Corey Brewer getting minutes on my squad? Anyway, we're going to make this an 8-man rotation. Honestly, I forgot to fire Steve Clifford, but I guess it don't matter too much. He's got a D+ defensive rating, but we still won 62 games. Now, if we're down in a series, best believe I will be firing him. Because, honestly, I believe that coaching matters in my league. You need a good coach in order to be successful. Not only a good coach, but you need your coach's play style to match alongside the players you have on your team. So, if you got a team that's post-centric and you don't have a good post player, then your team is going to lose a lot of games. But we just lost our first game of the playoffs against the Bucks. Of course, we're going against Giannis and company. We win 2 in a row. 3 in a row. Eastern Conference Finals? We here. Next, the Boston Celtics. Can they beat us? Game 1 is a dub. Game 2 is not. All right, Kyrie. All right, Kyrie. Game 3 is a dub. I feel confident enough that we can just simulate the rest without even thinking about it. Finals against who else but the Golden State Warriors. The Pelicans made it all the way to the conference finals just to lose. That's why they traded for Vince Carter, and they were trying to do it for Vince Carter. I respect it. I respect that a lot. Okay, game 1 is an L by 1. We lost by 1. Game 2 is a dub. Kyle Lowry, listen here. Kyle Lowry came to play. I mean, that's still a good game, Kyle Lowry. But mostly this time was Paul George. We're up 2-1 against the almighty Warriors, 3-1. And we not like them. We don't blow these. Uh-oh. 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 Whoa. Relax. Listen, I was joking. Come on now. All right, let's make this rotation even shorter, yo. We need our stars to play all the minutes. Paul George is gassed, but I don't care because it's game 7. Simcasting it. Yikes. I said we don't blow these. Don't blow it. Oh, that first quarter was all us. That's it. We not blowing that. We not blowing that. Even though they put up 42 in the fourth and almost came back, we end up winning. Paul George wins Finals MVP. And that is the end of this video. If you did enjoy it, be sure to leave it a like. Again, follow me on Twitter. Comment PG-13 so I know you got to this point of the video. You know Paul George has led us to a championship alongside Bradley Beal, Kyle Lowry, Pascal Siakam, and our starting center was Bam Adebayo. That's it, y'all. Peace.